Now, traditionally, when you hear Cryptic Refugium, one thinks about a dark, unlit section of your sump, full of rocks and sponges that have been left completely to itself. The benefit of these areas are to provide microorganisms, bacteria, and other ocean fauna a chance to live, reproduce, and thrive without predation from fish and other critters. For my new build, I fully planned on having one of these areas of my sump. But after a visit to Nemo's Reef and seeing some of their mangroves in the sump of their display, and being a large man-child that wants everything he sees, I decided that I would do a different approach to the Cryptic Refugium. My new Crystal Reef Aquatics sump would actually provide the perfect place to do it. But first things first, I need to collect some mangroves, and since I'm a real do-it-yourselfer and I'm filthy rich, I decided to charter a plane for me and 176 of my closest friends to the closest place with mangroves, which just happened to be Florida, to go get some of them myself. We surveyed our collection site by drone and decided to do an extensive scientific survey of the local fish population while we were at it, for science. But after the long day, we realized that we forgot to get mangroves, so we just ordered some on eBay like normal people. So it is estimated that microorganisms constitute more than 90% of the biomass in the sea. Since I started my tank with a bottle of Dr. Tim's and a plucky can-do attitude, I figured I had like maybe 5. So it was time to get some of that good live rock. Now, someone once told me that if your live rock didn't smell like 5 hobos hotboxed a Mini Cooper in the Sahara Desert, then it's just wet rocks. So I took that plucky can-do attitude and reached out to some people that could help. First up, I picked up 20 pounds of live rock that had been hotboxing in Florida for around 23 years, somewhere in the Gulf. And then I bribed a friend of mine in LA to scour the wholesalers in the area for anyone that still had some scraps from Indo, Buna, Maldives, or Fiji before the ban and send it to me. He came through. Officially, I have 5 different types of live rock in my Cryptic Refugium. I figured that's the other 85% of that, Dr. Tim's didn't have. I placed my live rock in the sump by hand. Smart reefers would have used gloves. I instead chose to bear the bristleworm stings, jagged edges, and God knows what diseases I caught from that hobo rock like a man. I only cried once and I wear my SpongeBob bandage with pride. So after that, with the mangroves in hand, I went about planting the mangroves one by one in brand new polystyrene Chinese food containers using my salvaged sand from my old display. To light the refugium, I repurposed a Kessel A80 full spectrum light. My goal with this area is to grow the mangroves dense enough to where their leaves block most of the light reaching the hobo rock below. By clipping their growth buds, the mangroves will remain small and leaves will grow bigger. The roots of the mangroves will eventually entwine the rock, block additional light, and I will be left with a beautiful planted refugium with cryptic critters living below in relative darkness. So naturally, I want to be able to share my newfound microfauna with friends and mostly my recently broken down frag tank that I plan to run only with artificial ceramic media as an experiment. So to accomplish this, I will be utilizing one of the coolest features of my Crystal Reef sump. That's the media tray. I fill this media tray with 2 kilos of max spec nanotech biospheres and place it into my water column. It's my hopes that over the next couple of weeks, these spheres will become populated with all of the bacteria that I have been able to gain so far and will make a fine addition to my frag tank system. So naturally, you guys will be able to see more of this system as my tank progresses. Right now, the mangroves are doing really great in the refugium section of that tank, and I'm currently lighting them at around 14 hours per day. So I will continue that lighting schedule until I see market improvement and growth, but many of them have already started to sprout new leaves. I will probably let these leaves sprout and then clip them, or maybe I might clip 1 or 2 of them before they actually start growing and putting on weight. So if you guys are interested in seeing how this progresses and how these mangroves grow, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to provide you guys with updates as we proceed. So I hope you like this take on a Cryptic Refugium. I haven't seen this done very often, and I've really never seen anyone try to recreate this type of ecosystem in a refugium. I've seen a lot of people plant mangroves that usually die or they don't take care of them, but I'm looking at this as sort of almost a mini display. So definitely there will be more updates coming to this one. I have a couple more videos to put out, so I hope you guys will come back and join me. As always, please like and subscribe if you like my content, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.